finger-licking whole roasted cauliflower. You never had cauliflower that tasted so good. Let's clean off the leaves from the bottom of the whole roasted cauliflower. We're also going to even out the stem. With a sharp knife, take out that little stem. But be careful not to puncture the florets. You want to make sure that it stays intact. 3 garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 3/4 tablespoon of kosher salt. And I added more later, so we're going to put 8 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil here. We're going to mix it up. Pour some on the bottom because we got to get that goodness everywhere. And pour some on top. Want to get that goodness everywhere. Now pour 2 more tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And you want to get a brush and get all of that garlic goodness in all of those nooks and crannies. I put some water on the bottom so it steams. You want to baste it several times. Bake at 400 for an hour and 15 and slice it. Make a cauliflower steak so good. So
easiest spicy poke you're ever gonna make. Start off with a scoop of mayonnaise, sriracha, a little bit of sesame oil, a pinch of Hawaiian salt, and some shoyu. You're gonna mix it up and then taste it. Is it good enough? Is it spicy enough? Mix it in with your fish, and I like to eat it with nori, avocado, and cucumber.
Give your chicken more flavor by stuffing it. I'm using spinach, basil, peppers, and feta. Make slits inside the chicken, then rub the spices all over. Add the mixture inside the slits, and then use a couple toothpicks to seal the chicken. Add to a frying pan and cook for 3 minutes per side. Then finish cooking it in the oven until it's nice and juicy.
Okay, here's how to make Magnolia Bakery's banana pudding. It's so freaking easy. You're gonna grab condensed milk and ice cold water, and then pudding mixture, and just whisk that together. Then you're going to let that set, and then you're going to whip your cream until stiff peaks form. Then you're going to take your pudding, which should have set by now, and then you'll fold in the cream until it is really well combined. And then that's all the hard work done. Then you're going to layer the pudding mixture with biscuits or cookies, whatever you want to call them, then banana. Then you're going to keep repeating that until you are happy with how it looks. It doesn't matter if it's kind of ugly because it tastes really, really good. I filled it too much and the lid wouldn't fit. Anyway, then you'll refrigerate it overnight, and then I put mine in a different container just to be, I don't know, fancy. And yeah.
So I did the 2-ingredient Oreo mug cake with golden Oreos, and it was honestly pretty good. First, put Oreos and cover them half with milk and crush all the Oreos until it looks like this, and then you're going to microwave for 1 minute and 30 seconds, and I would honestly make this again.
I'm going to show you guys how to make a 3-ingredient passion fruit ice cream. Let's go. Ingredient number 1, a can of condensed milk. Ingredient number 2, heavy cream. Ingredient number 3, passion fruit. Once it's thickened up, add your passion fruit. Whip it up some more. Put it in a jar or any container, freeze it for a couple hours, and you're good to go. Enjoy.
Make delicious garlic naan bread. In one bowl, combine flour, sugar, salt, baking soda, baking powder, olive oil, yogurt, and a bit of milk, and mix everything together. After some time, you'll have a shaggy dough and it won't be sticking anymore. At this point, you can transfer it to a flat surface and keep rolling it until you have a ball of dough. Place this into a bowl and generously coat this and the bowl with oil. Cover this with a damp cloth and let it rest for 30 minutes. Now you can take your dough and roll it out lengthwise. Cut this into 4 equal parts, which will give you 4 naans. Shape them out until they're rounder and then roll them out with a rolling pin. Evenly place some minced garlic and chopped green onions onto your dough and then roll them gently in. Place your naan onto your skillet or pan until you've got some bubbles forming. Then flip it onto the other side. Once you're ready to serve, brush your naans with some melted butter for extra flavor.
I'm not saying this is first place chili, but it's a pretty damn good third place chili, and honestly, I think the competition that I was in was rigged. I have a couple ingredients that you've probably never seen in chili before that I think make a huge difference. Tip 1 for making an awesome chili is make sure you dice up your veggies super small. You don't want any uneven knife cuts or any big chunky vegetables when you're making a chili. I see people use all sorts of different types of meat in their chili, but I'm a huge fan of just straight ground beef. My next tip is to season your chili in batches. So I season it when it's just meat and vegetables, and then I season it again when I add the rest of the liquid in. This builds so much flavor, do not skip out on that part. My next tip might sound crazy, but it's to add a little bit of cocoa powder. The cocoa powder gives it a really robust flavor and brings everything together. Full recipe is going to be on Instagram, check me out over there, and as always, hit that follow button for more easy recipes.
Today we're making salt-cured egg yolks. This is a great way to use extra egg yolks if you have them. First, cover the bottom of a dish with salt and then carefully add your egg yolks. Make sure you completely cover the tops of them, then pop them in the fridge for about a week. Then remove them from the fridge, kind of dust all that extra salt off, and then you're going to wrap them in cheesecloth. Make sure you leave some space between each yolk because you're going to tie knots in between. Once all your yolks are tied and separated in the cheesecloth, hang in your refrigerator or in a cool, dark place for another week. After a week, take it out of the fridge, unravel, expose the awesome salt-cured egg yolks, which are now hard, and grate them over whatever you'd like. Pasta, pizza, avocado toast. It's like new and improved grated cheese. For me, I grated over some homemade carbonara. Enjoy.
It's a peanut butter cup in a cup. You take peanut butter, 2 tablespoons go in the cup, microwave it for about 30 seconds, mix in your favorite sweetener, about a tablespoon of powdered swerve for me, added some chocolate chips to the top, sugar-free, and microwave it again for 30 seconds to smooth that chocolate out so it's nice and thick. In the fridge it goes, comes out great.
It's pretty good. Pretty.
Pound and a half of hamburger meat, chop up a white onion, cook. Nacho cheese, you can get Doritos if you want them. 2 cans of cream of chicken, 2 cans of cream of mushroom, and a can of old El Paso enchilada sauce. Crush up your chips very well, small pieces here. And of course, don't forget to get a taste. Try one. Hamburger meat cooked, chips in the bowl. Add your cream of mushroom. Add your cream of chicken. Add half of your can of enchilada sauce. Add you some jalapenos. Spread it all around. Add some cheese. I use sharp cheddar. Bake. Melt your cheese. Heat it up. 350. Bring it out. Serve with some beans, jalapenos, and there you go.
This rice will change your life. Start by cooking your rice in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil until brown. Add 2 parts chicken broth to 1 part rice. And
if you're not Gordon Ramsay, keep scrolling and get to stepping, and I don't want to see you until Gordon duets this. Alright, Chef Ramsay, today I'm making you a fresh fettuccine alfredo straight from my kitchen. In fact, this is no regular fettuccine, this is a garlic fettuccine. As you can see, I'm making the dough from scratch because you already know we don't do that box stuff around here. I wrapped it up and let it rest. Added a lot of salt to some water, brought it to a boil, and dropped in that fresh pasta. A couple of minutes is all it took to create that perfect al dente texture. Chopping up some garlic here. As you can see here, we went with some butter and olive oil and garlic, and I'm trying to create an emulsion with the double boiler, or my version of a double boiler. Went in with some of that saved pasta water, seasoned it up with pepper. It didn't need salt, it was already salty. Added some fresh tomatoes.
October time. So you layer cabbage and potatoes and sausage twice, and then you're gonna add a bunch of seasonings, some vinegar, chicken broth, and a little bit of water. Mix it all up, turn it on low, go to work.
So here is my super quick and easy ham, cheese and spinach toasted snack wrap for 320 calories. Let's go. Grab a large wrap and arrange 2 slices of ham and 1 slice of mature cheddar on both sides like this, and then season with salt and pepper. Lay down a few spinach leaves on both sides and then fold in half long ways and then fold into the middle like this. Make sure to pat it down flat before you put it in the toaster for a few minutes and then take it out to eat. Don't forget to like and follow.
Alright, y'all, today I'm going to show you how to make some chicken francaise. Start out by finely chopping up some parsley. Set that to the side. To 2 eggs, what you want to do is throw in there some salt and some pepper. Whisk that up. Once they're whisked up, what you want to do is throw in there some parsley, a good amount of some fresh shredded Parmesan cheese, and mix all that in there. To a hot pan, what you want to do is grab some oil and some butter. Start out by pounding out your chicken breasts. Dredge that into some plain flour, and then coat that with your egg mixture. Do that to both of them and put them to cook. 4 minutes inside, you start looking like this. Remove the chicken breast and throw in there about half a cup of some white wine, 2 garlic cloves, squeeze in there half a lemon, throw in there a good amount of parsley again. a little bit of some more butter, mix that in there. And lastly, like half a cup of some chicken stock. This is optional. I put some chicken bouillon. Start playing off your chicken. Throw in there that sauce we just made. Grill some lemon wedge.
Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my mom and pa, not the way that I do love you.
Well, holy moly, me oh my, you're the apple of my eye. Girl, I never loved one like you.
Oh, home, let me come home. Home is whenever I'm with you. Oh, home, yes I am home. Home is whenever I'm with you. La 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 la, take me home.
These cheese rolls with crispy cheese edges make all the difference. Remove the crust, flatten it out, add your cream cheese, then your American cheese, roll it up and slice into pinwheels. Heat up some butter, pan fry until